Was I? All right, now that I'm not muted anymore, man, I just had a great fucking thing about power play and penalty kill and all that, and I was muted the entire time. Okay. Well, we'll pretend that start didn't just happen. But so we are live for the, what is it? The 18, 14, and 1 Devils at the 16, 6, and 9 Golden Knights. Damn it, man. I tried so hard. And I butchered it. Anyway, I was talking about apparently I was talking to myself about the power play and the penalty kill because they just showed with it was Hurricanes. Was it Hurricanes in Nashville? And the Hurricanes taking a lot of shots from the blue line. And they're hard, full slap shots. And it's talking about them, and there was one of the other teams we played on the road. I can't remember which one. During their power play, that's what they were doing, was taking a lot of shots from the points and taking a lot of shot from dead center on the blue line. And that's one thing about the Vegas penalty kill is we force you to the outside. If you want to take a swing from the outside of the circles, go for it. You want to take a shot from the blue line, go for it. Occasionally one might get through, but for the most part, you're going to hit bodies through the center because Vegas, lately has done a really good job of shutting down the middle, and then the goalie kind of gets in the way of everything else. The biggest problem with these goals that have been happening is Vegas is drifting to one side of the ice. So it'll be 5-on-5. Somebody goes to the bench, and when they go to the bench, Vegas just imagines they don't exist anymore, and they just forget about them. And unfortunately, so now you've got all 5 guys drifting to the puck in one direction, and a guy coming off the bench streaking in, and there he is, wide open for a shot on net. But it's going back to the original point of the power play and the penalty kill. Like I said, Vegas is definitely one of the better teams at forcing you outside. Now, one of the big problems lately is our inability to clear as well. So while it's like we'll make some great plays and then we'll butcher the clearing attempt. And when that happens, everything goes into chaos. Everybody's out of position, and now you start opening up different areas of the ice. And again, that's another thing. We don't clear. Puck comes down low. Everybody either turns into desperation mode or they turn into hero mode, where they have to attack. And that's, again, where you get all 5 guys. And then, like, when I'm saying the same half of the ice, it's you draw a line straight through the center of the goal all the way down. So, you know, not that, you know, anyway, now I'm just overthinking it. But what was it? The last like 3 or 4 goals that have been scored on them, you can just watch everybody drift. And you know it's coming. All right. I am not sure who they're interviewing right now, but they are doing warm-ups. So, oh, Hughes. Okay. Let's take a look. Actually, that's a good thing we can take a peek at real quick. Let's go to the stats from last game. All right. So it was 3-0. It started in the first period with Shea Theodore right at the end of the period. And then in the third period, we had power play goals from Hurdle and Barbie. Shots on goal were 25-24 Vegas. Face-off percentage went in favor of New Jersey, 25 out of 47. Vegas went 100% on the power play, and the Devils went 0 for 2. So I've been preaching it forever, and I know it's not a surprise to anybody that watches hockey, but that's where special teams is so much more important than, like, I think people who don't really watch realize, I guess you could say it that way, because scoring on the power play, especially on a close game, it was 1-0. You gave them power plays and we scored. Gave them power plays and our penalty kill just dominated them. Special teams is going to be big in this game. Okay, see, I'm getting conflicted things because they were doing a lot of close-ups on Schmitty, but now Hart's in goal. So I'm guessing Carter Hart's our starting goaltender tonight. I'm all right with that. Dude, I really, really like Lindbaum. He did not deserve the 4 games I think he was in goal. Like, I think it took 4 games to get his first win, and that first one against Tampa is still one of the best first game performances I've ever seen from a goalie. That dude stood on his head, and his boys just couldn't get one in for him. Still waiting to see Kolasar. Not Kolasar. William Karlsson. Still waiting to see what's going on with him. As far as I know, he's just still out. Hilly, I have no idea. Here's my thing with Hill. I hope him the best. I hope he recovers to as close to 100%, if not 100%. I want him to be fully healthy. And then I would like him to go somewhere else to wear another team's jersey. Again, I've said it over and over. My streams have a lot of repetition, I'm not going to lie. But thank you for your service, Aiden Hill. Have a good one, bud. See if Whitey's still wearing the dome. I think White Cloud took a puck to the face, but I really can't remember if it was a puck or if he took a stick. All right, man. I know we're on TNT, but that other game's been done for a minute now. Let's get to some hockey. I have a feeling they thought the other game was going to be a little more delayed than it ended up being. So they probably scheduled it for 7:20 puck drop. But I said it's going to come down to special teams, and it's going to come down to well, actually, I'm just trying to think it through, and really it's going to come down to special teams. We have to not give them the opportunity. Okay, we still got 5 minutes. That's on me. I wish I would have thought about that, but just never even crossed my mind. So we got 5 minutes. You sure about that 5 minutes? Let's see what other games we got going on. It's Wednesday, right? So no football. Ooh, you know what? Winnipeg and St. Louis were close. Yeah, still 1-0 St. Louis. Last we checked, it was 5 minutes gone in the third. Now there's 8.5 minutes left. St. Louis has a one-on-one going the other way. Good pressure. Gets the puck away from them. Nice play. See, I wish I would have realized these two were playing earlier, because this is, what was it, division finals? I think this was this round 1 or round 2 last year? It was round 1, right? I just can't remember who Winnipeg played after St. Louis. Let's take a look at how this game's been. 2 power plays for each side. Neither of them score. We get a little group up, we'll call it. 21 hits for Winnipeg, 14 for St. Louis. The giveaways are 15-11 Winnipeg. Woof. Shots are 25-20 St. Louis. And the Jets are killing them on the face-off, 65%. Little flub right there by the Blues goaltender. Let's see who's in net for these guys. I'm going to think, yep, Hellebuck for the Jets. Hofer. Actually kind of surprised that he's in here versus Bennington. Face off in front of the St. Louis net. Covered on the high boards by Winnipeg behind the net. Working up the low wall. Shot. Loose in front. A good stick. Knocks away the possible follow-up for Tays. Off the backboards. Hofer's able to slap it away. And St. Louis gets it up and back into the Winnipeg zone. Right back the other way. Ooh, someone just got popped with the puck. But Winnipeg ultimately recovers across the neutral line through the zone. Cutting up in the middle. Big time hook by St. Louis. They get away with it. I understand the situation, but my money was on that was a potential shooting disruption hook. And it caused a turnover. Like that one was pretty bad. 2-on-2. Rush it back. Quick shot. Hellebuck makes the save with the left pad. Pionk working through neutral. Hits the red line and ends up right on Hofer. Hofer clears it. Pionk, or is that Point or Pionk? I forget. Tried to make a good play at the blue line. Ooh. Iafallo just taken down hard. No penalty. I don't see a couple of these plays I would be bitching about because those were a little bit aggressive. Not sure what the attempt on that pass was coming from Winnipeg, but Jets settle it. The puck down, hit their own blue line. Backhand all the way across the ice to enter. Hofer makes a great play behind the net to stop the puck and send it back up the high boards, but the Blues lose it. Trying to feed it out front and a great stick. See, that's discipline and patience right there from St. Louis. I didn't see how to pronounce that name, but that was a position play. It wasn't like a phenomenal physical play or anything, but he read the pass perfectly so that he could just make an easy little pick and head the other way. All right, we're counting down to getting ready to go. We're just everybody's on the ice. It seems the anthems are done. Man, they never give Vegas the anthem. I swear the NHL hates Vegas, but it's the best, dude, when it hits nights. Now, of course, all the other teams have all the other shouts and stuff, but when it hits Gave Proof through the nights, so fucking good. They never show it. All right, let's see how far we will be back. As of right now, we're close to a minute. Oh, we are well over a minute behind. Holy shit. Puck coming down to the low boards. Bratt fighting for his life. But Vegas gets it out up to Stoney into the New Jersey zone. And they're going to call a hook on the Devils. And Vegas going right to the power play. All right, we are way the hell behind. I gotta find another stream, guys. Holy shit. There's gotta be one that's better than this. It ain't that one. It ain't that one. I hate that we are so far behind, man. All right, we're still working on it because these are horrible. Hang on, sorry about that. So, in real time, there's 43 seconds left on the Golden Knights power play. And trying to find anything that's not a minute and a half behind has become like impossible right now. See, that's 1921 on the clock. There's actually 1804 on the clock. All right, I think this is going to be our closest, and it's still a minute behind. Let's see, hang on, 1830. Yep. All right, it is what it is. I guess we're going to be way behind the world. Marner chasing the puck back into the Vegas zone. Hurdle's going to circle around, buy some time. We got 45 seconds left on the clock. Hannafin hits neutral, dumps it in, slowed down by the Devils goaltender. But or that Mercer ends up going back the other way. Hang on a second. 1650. Yeah, okay, so we're about 50 seconds behind. Jesus Christ. I hate to bitch about it over and over, but Barbashev trying to cut through, leaves the puck behind, and now it's a foot race. Can't believe no one got called to holding on that, but we are back to full strength hockey. Puck tapped in, misses Barbashev. Devils reset, lose it in neutral. Sod with a great stick, racing up the high dot, backhand on net, stopped by the goalkeeper. Who is that? Allen. Barbashev wins the foot race, passes back to the middle. Puck heads to the low point. McNabb towards the net, swallowed up by Allen. All right, tell you what, let me check something real quick. Ugh. Sorry for the chair stream, y'all. I'm trying to see if the what I got out in the living room is going to be any better than what's going on in here. Korzak throwing on net, misses wide off the low point. Marner ends up letting the puck go by for some fucking reason. I like Marner, but man, the dude he makes some dog shit passes. Sod ends up getting it clear. Let me check real quick. All right. This is the best we got. This is what we're going to have to deal with, is what it is at this point. I tried. Let's see. 5.5 gone in the first period. Shots are 2-2. McNabb in, trying to feed Dorofeyev as he crashes the net. One of those tough passes, feeding the guy from behind who's racing out in front of you. It does not connect. Ooh, who was that? Was that Sissons in there with the hard bump? It was. Cotter down into the low Vegas corner. Puck comes back up to the low point. Shot. Hits something out front and goes back around into the high corner. Down below the net. Fed all the way across outside. Hamilton cannot get the shot off. He feeds Cotter, who attacks off the baseline. A good back check by Keegan Colasar to send the puck back into the Devils zone. That Hamilton, right? Yes. The defenseman, I'm still a little shaky on. Pratt feeds it up ahead. Hischer brings it in. Who's that? Mercer fighting for it. Puck ends up back on the low boards behind Hart. Hutton gets it up the low wall. Pass missed, but it was offsides. Quick shot. Not that it matters, but watch those offside shots coming in like that. Dorofeyev with a backhand trying to get it across the crease, and Allen just laid right on top of it. Made a great play. Oh, always Vegas, dude. Always Vegas. But also, being that we beat New Jersey 3-0 in New Jersey, I got to take Vegas. What up, Wink? How you doing? But I got to take Vegas with everything considered. You got the Devils? Right on, Chad. Right on. Right on. From what I've seen from the Devils lately, they either need a little more time or a little more speed. Devils. And the big thing's gonna, going off of last game, Golden Knights scored, or Golden Knights were 2 for 2 on the power play, and the Devils were 0 for 2. And, no power plays. It's a 1-0 game. So I think it's going to come down to special teams again. But, first period's going to be tight. It's commercial right now. Unfortunately, the best feed I could get is about 50 seconds behind. Oh, man, Dodonov, Hughes, Gritsuk, Nemec. You guys are a little bit beat up as well. So not to say that that's your team. I mean, you're taking them. That's why I say you guys. But the Devils are a little beat up. So that definitely doesn't help. Now, I think it was a tight game. Who was goalie last game? I should actually look at that. Give me a second here. We're inching down to 7 minutes to go in the first. They've actually taken a shot away from New Jersey. But that was the wildest thing when I looked up. I'm not sure who that was. Is that Hughes? Skating down the blue line, deacon with the puck, and he just crossed over. Like that was one of those silly things. Let's see. Okay, so Akira Schmid got the shutout last time. And Markstrom was in goal for you guys. So that may be a little bit different. Both sides has a different goalie. Ooh, 5-10 since November 8th. That's a little rough. Puck coming down to low boards. Korzak takes a whack at it. They're going to call it a tip, so no icing. Mercer back to play it, and we're buffering. Why can't we make it through a game without buffering, dude? You're killing me, Smalls. There you go. Is it going to freeze up again as Mercer goes to play it? Or sorry, that was Hughes, not Mercer. Yep. All right. Now I'm buffering, so I got nothing to share with y'all. Dude, the feeds used to be like 10 or 15 seconds behind. And that sucked, but it's what you had to deal with. The fact that all of these streams are so far behind is just unreal to me. And now every feed is just repeating on me the same. What is going on, man? It's still stuck on the exact same thing. It's... Oh, nope, that was actually an icing. Okay, hang on. We may be back. Technology is great. Sometimes it pisses me the hell off. Oh, that was a great save by Hart. See, that's one of the reasons I like him, because he's more aggressive towards the puck. But at the same, like, not only that, though, he's aggressive about, this is my blue paint. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Like, it is, he is very much, get the hell out of my space. And he'll shove the shit out of guys. There's the one where he just aggressively tripped the shit out of dude a couple games ago. Oh, possible trip and just got missed. Hart making a stop. Puck cannot be gathered up by Sissons. Boys, you got to help your goalie out. Get it clear. Reinhart comes away with it. Into neutral, tossing it up ahead for Colasar to make a play, but a great stick on the other side. Cotter now gets jumped as he gets through the middle of the ice in the Vegas zone, down to the low corner. No love lost with these guys. Is that Lazan? Wait a second. Is Lazan back in? Is that, tell me it's Korzak? No, Korzak and Lazan. So Shea Theodore is out. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Hutton with Sod over the Riley. Back to Hutton. He shoots in a big save. Allen as Ben Hutton goes hard into the boards. But that was gorgeous passing and a great attempt from the Vegas defenseman. To the middle to Riley. Back to Hutton. And if Ben Hutton elevates that, Allen's in trouble, but instead he goes just over the pad and the goalie makes an impressive glove save. You son of a bitch. Stop it. Knock it off. Is it Josh Allen? No, I keep thinking Josh and Jeremy Allen, but that's Jake Allen. Okay. Like, damn, I can't remember what his first name was. Anyway. So far, both goal, and we're back to fucking buffering already. Good grief, dude. The internet is way too good here for this to keep happening. Oh. What's going on in the other games? We did have St. Louis up 1-0 on Winnipeg. And they win 1-0. Hurricanes now up 3-1 against the Predators in Nashville. 2:23. 2 minutes even to go in the game. I was thinking about doing a like a full day hockey. Ooh, Thursday's actually really busy. We have tomorrow we got a bunch of games. Kings and the Lightning. Wolf, never mind. Stars and the Sharks might be okay. Not a lot of games I'd actually want to watch there. Friday, the Stars and the Ducks. We might come and hang out for that because that should be a really good game. But Jets and the Avalanche. We'll do a little double watch because they play at the same time. And then what's going on Saturday? Wait, how'd I end up on December 13th? Yeah. Saturday, we play Calgary at 7. I believe Saturday, Sunday's a back-to-back for us. So we'll be here both days this weekend. Red Wing. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at one of these full days of hockey as they start coming up. McNabb trying to work up the wall to Howden. Puck eventually does come through. Howden just couldn't quite play it. Finally, Marner does. Jersey gets it out into neutral. Isher across into the zone, sending it around to Brad on the low boards, but it gets past him, and Marner's able to move it to Howden, who hits the red line. Doesn't get it deep into the Devil zone before it is recovered. And here comes New Jersey back the other way from the red line and in. Hart slows it down behind his net, goes up the boards. Brown gets a hand on it, but is not able to control it. Whitecloud now out of the zone, up ahead to Hurdle, chasing it into that high corner under good pressure, and a good stick is going to feed the puck to Hughes, but bad catch. Gets it to Dorofeyev, and a deflection off Hurdle's stick turns the puck over back to New Jersey. Brown loses it at the Vegas blue line. Hannafin to Whitecloud. Through neutral comes Hurdle. Kicking it up ahead for Dorofeyev, but he cannot get it past the stick of Hamilton. Again in the Vegas, or in the New Jersey zone, Dorofeyev gets it behind the net. Whitecloud turns in a quick shot, and it ends up in the glove of Jake Allen. 8:04 to go in the first period. Shots are 5-3 Vegas. Face-off coming in the New Jersey Devil zone. So far, you know, there's not a whole lot of shots, but we're not having a whole lot of control in the Devil zone, so it is what it is. Real quick setups, one and dones, crashing together, trying to get a puck on, but then there's no recovery. Shout out to the Devils for doing a good job staying in front of their net and getting anything loose. Shout out to Allen for getting most of the rebounds to the backboards. Not good game so far. Colasar trying to work up the high boards, but Devils recover and get it out. Glendenning. Ooh, and no. I do not think he actually got hit in the face. I want to see that. I mean, he definitely might have, but I don't know. I get it. The brain takes a moment to kick in, but that just looked a little weird. Okay, there's a dog bark. I'm like, what the fuck's that noise? Obviously, we're going to the box, but let's see it. What's the penalty? Boarding, he wasn't in a dangerous position. The guy was standing up. Whatever. Oh, no shit. The guy that apparently just hit the deck because he got hit, because he took a hit to the head on the boards, is staying in the fucking power play. He's on first shift of the power play. I'm sick of that stuff. Anything involving the head, if you're in on the first shift of the power play, it's a bullshit penalty. Not totally. I'm being an asshole. All right. I don't want to fucking hear it. But I disagree with that penalty 100%. Like, he was not down low in a vulnerable position. The fact that he didn't protect himself as he went into the board is bullshit. There's absolutely a difference between him hitting the boards and vulnerable position. Anyway, 30 seconds to go in the 30 seconds gone in the Devils power play. 7 minutes to go in the period. Hughes just storming in on the low board, sends it around Hart to the high corner, trying to work up the high boards. Back to Bratt on the high wall, wide open, and Carter Hart making a fantastic save. Man, I do like this guy between the pipes. Puck's down the high court, high point, back across the blue line, gets fed right up front, and a fantastic pass by Nosen. And Hart just beats the shot. Fantastic goaltending. Another great save by Carter Hart as he gloves the quick shot off of the faceoff. Hang on, let's see this a little bit closer. Okay, so who was that? Hughes that took that shot? He fucked up. He had a wide open net and he put it into the body of Carter Hart. So as much as that was a great save by Hart, that was a terrible shot for New Jersey right there. Wide open net, and he went right to the center of the body. Face off to the right of Hart. Vegas gets it, and Howden's going to make it through. Some pressure by Hughes. Puck is back the other way. Bratt up ahead to Palat. Ooh, trying to get it to the point, but a great stick by Marner gets it to neutral, and then instead of dumping, he tries to skate it out and gets it stolen. Let's go Vegas. Yeah, let's go. That's what I like to see. Now, of course, I'd start buffering as soon as I'm okay, there we go. The internet hates me today because my feed just keeps freezing and keeps freezing and keeps buffering. Colasar trying to get across the New Jersey blue line. Puck's going to come back the other way. Brown gets dropped by Sissons, and now the puck back into neutral. Hamilton circles around at his own blue line. 17 seconds left on the Devils power play. And I can't even watch the stupid game because it keeps buffering. I'm going crazy, man. I gotta figure out something. Let's see, 542. How far behind are all these other feeds? Quite a bit, but if they're gonna be better, here we go. Let's see. Ooh, I may have found a little bit better feed. Let's hope so anyway. 5 minutes to go in the first. I just need to check the time, see how close I am. Sorry about this. Yes. So it's still way behind, but it's a lot better. Hanifin gets it through center. Hurdle dumps it in, and Dorofeev chases it down the low boards. Dorofeev in the corner trying to center it. Hits the Devil's stick. And now White Cloud not able to get it deep. Where are you watching online? There's a bunch of different stream places. Googling it is the best advice I can give because YouTube, as small as I am, gets shitty when I share it. So I can't get too specific. But a couple of the streaming services I have, for some reason, they're all messed up. So I got to go, got to get a little more creative with my buddy Jack Sparrow. 4:09 to go in the first. Think we're going to go to a commercial break because it's going to app's been sitting there for a while. Yeah, there we go. Come out and scrape the ice real quick. So far, goalies have been very important on both sides. Vegas not getting the highest quality shots, but there's been one or two that actually had a little bit of potential. Now, the other way, New Jersey is just they're out passing the Golden Knights right now. It'll be interesting to see how the second period ends up going, because I feel like, again, the last game, and I'm doing a lot based off of the last time New Jersey and Vegas saw each other rather than looking at the last couple of games from each side. Granted, each side has a different goalie now, so it's a little bit of a flawed analysis for that reason. But it was a great game through the end of the first, and then you had just an attack from the Knights where Theodore scored. Second period was flat. The Devils didn't change anything, and Vegas had their typical second period. And so, which means Vegas didn't change anything. So you saw, unstoppable force, immovable object analogy or metaphor where they're just hitting each other, and instead of one person saying, hey, why don't we take a step to the left, they just fucking kept butting heads, and so nothing changed. And then in the third period, New Jersey finally got tired. What up, Vin Jesus? How you doing, brother? Happy Wednesday, my dude. Man, just saw some cheddar broccoli soup on that commercial, and that looked fantastic. It's actually getting chilly at night, so hot meals look fucking awesome. Happy Wednesday, hey, man, appreciate it. Been sitting here fighting the world when it comes to this being on the stream, being anywhere close to on time, but you know how it is. We are used to it here. We are a full minute 20 behind. Saw the Christmas tree drinking some coffee. Right on. I got some big pass up ahead to Riley Smith, but a great stick pokes it out ahead of him. So he is not able to make the play. I know who that is. 83. I know who that is, and I can't think of it. It's the Likk Lamico. Damn, that was gonna bug me. Shots are 8-6 with 3:20 to go in the first. So while we were dealing with buffering and bullshit, a lot of shots taking place. McNabb is sitting there yelling at the referee. I'm not sure why. Vegas has a bad habit of not playing through the whistle. Sissons. Bad backhand pass, and then Marner goes down. I'll be curious to see, that was Reinhart. Curious to see why he went down. I think he just overextended himself and fell, but I don't know. Puck deep, right? Everybody chasing Allen. Puck ends up right on Allen, but now Hamilton out of the zone. Everybody passing up ahead, entering Vegas territory very cleanly, but a pass finally misses. Stoney coming in, laid down in front of him. That was a great stick by Brown for New Jersey, taking a shot attempt away from the Golden Knights captain. Hannafin back in his zone, gets his pass picked off. And now Cotter storming into that high corner, takes a couple of hits, and he is separated from the puck. Whitey hits red, passes it up to Howden, who loses it as he enters the zone, and they're going to get called offsides. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first. Whew. So we are going to do the same old typical thing. It is, at least I'm thinking, that's what I'm thinking right now. Head out for intermission, for the first intermission. And then second intermission, we'll actually hang out and kind of talk about what's going on over the next couple of days, hockey-wise. Because all the other games are done, unfortunately. So we don't have another frame to go over. Hutton working up the low boards to Hurdle. Minute 45. Pass up through neutral. Bump back the other way before getting sent down by Nosen. Hud to Lazan working up the low boards, and he dumps it in. Nope, he cannot get it past the blue line. Good positioning there by the Devils. But now he finally is able to get it back to Allen behind the Devils' net. From the trapezoid all the way up ahead. It looked like he missed everybody, but somebody got a stick on it. No icing. And pass misses everybody right back out to neutral. Devils attacking again on the high board. Brad feeds it to the point. Down on the low dot. It's sent into the middle, but the shot was handcuffed. I know these names, but I'm absolutely blanking. Mercer was set up in the center, but just a little bit off target. So when he came in, he about broke his stick on the ice. A little pop up, everybody missed except for Hart, who was able to glove it. 54.9 seconds face off to the left of Hart. Howden on the dot wins the face off to Howden, gets it to White Cloud behind the goals. Fed to Stoney and up to Marner, who misses the tip. I like Marner. He is an assist machine. It is hard to bitch and moan about his passing and his decision making when he is such an assist machine. But son of a bitch, will you please learn how to catch a pass? Will you please learn how to make a pass that is harder than a fucking schoolgirl throwing a football to her dad? Like, dude, so many of these passes in our zone, he taps. There's two guys in his way, and he taps it. Just taps it. Just tap it in. It's like, bro, this ain't golf, motherfucker. Ooh, a couple guys colliding and going down hard. Howden just fighting for his life. Vegas loses it as Hughes is able to get up into neutral. Mercer fighting into the high corner. I'm like, I just looked up this dude's name. I know his name. Damn it, but I forgot it. Anyway. Here's Palat trying to dance at his own blue line, and we come to the end of the period. I'm like, what happened? Was it a penalty? I have it on mute, so it was just the end of the first period. And no one's ever accused me of being a smart man. Now, see, that's a time where I like Marner. Hanifin throws one towards the net. Marner's, in the middle of the circles, and he swats at it to get a deflection. Good Marner. But dude, so many times, like I said, he'll be at the middle of the high wall, trying to get the puck to the point. He's got to make it 13 feet, and his pass can't get there. It's like I said, if I did it, it's thinking about it's like, I know I bitch and moan about the Knights more than I compliment them, but if I didn't think they were great, I wouldn't be a fan. You know what I mean? So I always call out the bullshit because, especially in Vegas, dude, it's so hard to find Golden Knights fans that you can have an honest conversation with about when they suck or when someone particular is playing like shit. Actually, it was on Twitter. I was talking to somebody about it because they were talking about like something about like video games or something, just something else. And we've gotten to the conversation about fan versus consumer because, I'm sorry, I know this is just a random rant right now, but if you're a fan of something, like, I expect to hear more criticism than praise just because you're a fan of it. Of course, you praise things as a fan. I want to know what you dislike, and that's just the way I am, and that's kind of how I talk about shit. And it's funny because I'll talk about that with people. I like sitting at a bar or something and have a conversation. It's like, yeah, well, like I am very, very open with my dislike for Alex on the ice, Alex Pietrangelo. All of this is as a hockey player. I could give two shits about them off the ice. I'm talking strictly as a hockey player for like Pietrangelo because he seems to be a pretty good dude off the ice. Don't need him as a defenseman. I don't like Shea Theodore as a defenseman. Aiden Hill doesn't need to be our goalie. Marner needs to shoot more and stop making lazy passes. We got Hannafin needs to stop making the dumbass turnovers and fucking here you go giveaways. Colasar, I've been singing the praise of just because I spent 4 years, 5 years bitching about him every game because he sucked. Yeah, somebody, the scoring's going to happen. It's going to be, what penalty is going to get called. So far, 0 for 1 for New Jersey. I think 0 for 1 for Vegas. Now that I'm remembering, because we started with a power play really quickly. So we're both 0 for 1. But special teams are going to be huge, obviously. Carter Hart's going to be huge, which so far he's already been. We need to start peppering Allen. Even if they're not great opportunities to score, that's fine. You need to start hitting him. You need to start getting him annoyed with getting smacked in certain spots and like get his shoulders tight when everything's tight when somebody swings. But for right now, the shots are 8-8. Don't like it. Can't get mad at it. Shout out to New Jersey, Vegas. We got to structure a little bit. Sorry to say Devils are great when they're dropping in the standings. Oh, great. Yeah. The problem is the Devils have a lot of potential. The Devils need one of two things. They need size or they need speed. Because the skill is there. But nobody is afraid. Like right now, Vegas versus New Jersey, nobody is afraid to be on the ice. Lazon's the one dude that hits like crazy. McNabb used to. I would kill to see a McNabb hit check. Barbie used to. But like these aren't two hard hitting teams. So it's going to come down to speed. And Vegas is faster than New Jersey. So that means New Jersey has to outplay them. They have to outposition them, which they've done a great job of doing when it comes to getting shots on Carter Hart. However, when it comes to overall, that's Coach Ben Shady. I get, yeah. But really, it comes down to they need to get somebody bigger. They need to get somebody faster. They got to get somebody or they got to get both. You need either a big, fast guy or you need a, Bowman. Bowman is not the biggest guy. He is not the fastest guy, but that son of a bitch knows how to position himself. He really is a little mini Stoney because he has got a great hockey IQ. Oh, see, you know what? That's actually something I forgot about already. You guys are hurt like a son of a bitch. So it's no wonder you guys are dropping. Let's say there's no wonder the Devils are dropping because I totally forgot about the long list of injuries. All right, hey, I've got 9 minutes to sneak out and burn one. So I'm going to get a little stony. Forgive me. And we'll come back in, like I said, about 9 minutes to get on the start of the second period. Here, hang on. Yep, okay. So I gotta stop doing that because I keep forgetting to unmute. So you're 100% right. I agree with you. I am absolutely a hypocrite when it comes to smoking because don't ever start, don't ever smoke. But I am definitely going to go get stoned and have myself a cigarette. And thank you. I stole this mustache from a homeless man. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Steel, iron. I'm just kidding. All right, y'all, we're back just a minute or two early as I apparently get a text. Why am I haven't gotten a Discord notification in years, and for some reason connected to a channel I forgot about when me and my buddy were getting down on Fishing Planet. So that's a little different. Oh, yeah, some very different from hanging out, hanging out and watching hockey that definitely don't do often, but I want to start doing more of. On Christmas Eve, Stygian Wolf and another one of our buddies, we're going to get together and watch Sisu 2. And so I'm going to do the same thing, just stream the hangout of us like talking shit and watching the movie. Still trying to figure out how, because we're probably going to watch it in Discord. So I got to figure out how to have that audio not be on the stream, but I'm trying to figure that out. But we got a lot of hockey coming up over the next couple weeks. Plan on being here at least one game a day. For the most part, the games are okay. We should be able to pick out a couple of winners. And then always, if it ends up being an ass whooping, we can change it up. All right, so we're waiting for this commercial break, and then we'll be back into hockey. So far, the Devils are whooping our ass on the face-off, 11-5. Both sides 0 for 1 on the power play. The hits are 8 apiece, which matches the shots at 8 apiece. Block shots are 3-2 Vegas. Giveaways tied at 5, and takeaways tied at 1. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's get to it. What are we thinking for the second period? As of right now, I would expect, honestly, I would expect the exact same thing that we saw in the first period. Just an absolute head smashing against each other kind of game where not a lot's happening. All right, so they had in real time, they have dropped the puck. Again, unfortunately, I'm riding about a minute behind. We used to be about 15 seconds behind, but for some reason, the games have been very much delayed on the feeds. But lucky me, I get to see a wrestling ad. I mean, it's like I will always give them credit. Some of that shit they do is cool. They're just looking at the strip is wild. I haven't been down there in so long. The walkways used to be packed, man. It's wild to see how empty they are now. All right, we're finally getting the puck drop. Howden wins it as Hischer just stood there confused. All the way in, Stoney chasing it down. He does not win the race. Puck on the high boards. Battle between Hamilton and Marner. Puck back down behind Allen. Korzak gets beat, and the puck goes the other way. Marner turning around at his own blue line. Goes backwards to Korzak. He goes across to McNabb, ahead to Howden. And now Howden going in on the high boards. Stopped up, sent the other way, up right to the center. Dorofeyev sneaking in off the low dot, and he puts it right on the crease of Allen, who makes the save. Damn it. Jake Allen has definitely been a difference in this game for the Devils. I'm not sure why that's not a trip. How is that not a trip on Siegenthaler? Anyway, 45 seconds gone. Hurdle wins the face-off. Whitecloud to Dorofeyev on the low baseline. He's behind the net. Good pressure by Hughes. Sent back around to the low boards. Devils get there first ahead of the crashing Whitecloud. But a turnover behind the net before Dorofeyev loses it. Saad trying to kick it out behind him. Puts it on the stick of Palat. And now the Devils are into the Vegas zone. Whitecloud back. Trying to work it out, and he gets beat. Shot from the blue line, hits a bunch of stuff before making it to Hart. And finally, the puck is fed back through neutral. From the Devils' blue line ahead. Cotter chasing it down into the high corner. Hannafin putting on good pressure. Hurdle comes by to help. Puck's not able to get clear on a second attempt. Hurdle gets it all the way back. Dorofeyev putting on pressure. Back in the Devils zone, but the Devils get it all the way in behind Hart. Hannafin loses his stick. Puck being fed right up through the middle. Cotter takes a little swing at it, but it goes over his stick to the backboards. Back up the low wall, kept in at the blue line. Hart settles at Whitecloud, able to just get it to Riley Smith. And now Barbashev gets it across and chases it. Allen able to get a stick on it, but he passes it right to Bowman, who loses it in the high corner. Good hit by Lazan, but loses his stick in the process. Lazan down the low boards, back to him at the low point. Throws it on net. Riley Smith trying to get a tip, but it goes into the backboards. Cotter trying to backhand it out. It goes up out of play. And just over 2.5 minutes gone in the first period. Shots are 11-8. Vegas, no score. 16:49 there. We're at 17.5. That's, yeah. Said dragging ass a little bit, but I'm just happy to watch the game. Let's see. Oh, that's just Devil specific. All right, face off coming to the right of Allen. It's going to be Reinhardt and I don't know who that is. Glendening. Glendening wins it. Hamilton recovers and takes the high boards up and out. Picked off by Kolasar. Trying to make sure everybody gets back on side. Ooh, Reinhardt catches an edge right on the neutral line. Devils are going to come away with the puck and get it into the Vegas zone. Lazan fighting for his life. And the Devils come away with a I don't know what just happened right there. Sissons just kind of leaned on the dude and he did a front flip. Puck coming up to the low point. It's kept in by the Devils, chased down by Hutton and Lazan. Hutton's going to come away with it up the low wall. Gets it ahead. That's way offsides. Looked like no call, but yeah, let him take it out, dude. There we go. That was the offsides by a mile. What a horrible missed call. Again, by the NHL officials. Oh, good job right there by McNabb. Bratt going for a spin move. McNabb just went straight through his back. Now pass up ahead to Howden. Back to Stone. He tried to get it across. It comes back to Stone, and he misses it. They got too tight on each other. I wish he would have just shot the fucking puck. Korczak getting the feed. It goes up in the air. Puck down on the low boards in the Devil's zone. Korczak trying to get it centered. Stoney's going to chase it down to the high wall. Off the boards in the corner to Marner. He soft passes it again, but recovers this time. That's good. Pass to McNabb going up ahead. It's tipped by Korczak, and another good stop by Allen. The Devils goaltender showing why he's here. Follow up the other way, and a big stop by Hart, and a follow-up hard swing by Palat. That Hart is able to settle. About 30 seconds of fantastic hockey right there. Howden just crashing in. Big spin to Stone. Stone to Marner. Back to Stone. And Stone just missed it. They had Allen beat. And Stone just couldn't quite direct it. What a great opportunity, but not able to follow through. And then Korczak with a great tip up front. And again, Allen just staying strong between the pipes. Very easily be a 2-0, 3-0 game. It could be a 3-3 game without the goaltenders. Without the goaltenders in this one, but yeah, Jake Allen has been fantastic. That bastard. Anyway, puck comes into the Vegas zone. Hannafin fighting for it, but it comes out front, wrapping around Hart, and it is scored by Brown. Wait, is that Brown or that's Brown, right? Yep. And the Devils take the 1-0 lead. Less than 5 minutes into the second period. What up, D? Looks a little off. Looks at least a little bit better. Just barely beats the toe of Carter Hart. Just great play. A great way to hinder that opportunity is for Stone to make it in the net, man. That's what I got word. Yeah, when I got off, this is my folks were leaving at like early. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to hang out, see them. Bowman trying to get a shot on, stopped by the left pad of Allen. Feeding it back down the low board. Barbashev loses it, trying to get it across the ice. Zahn backhand the other way. He had all the help in the world. Out towards the center of the ice, and he tries to force it up the wall. Back on your ice. Hey. Wink, there's a lot of hockey to be played. But I get it. Hey, Jake Allen is the difference in this game, bro. 100%. Like, and Carter Hart, again, this could easily be a 3-3 game, but both goalies have been fantastic. Hart getting beat there is tough, but that was a great goal, man. That was just patience. So you got to give it to him. Like I said, that, Allen, that bastard. Sissons with the shot misses the net by 4 feet. Reinhart trying to send it back around, coming to the low boards. Devils cannot get it past Whitecloud, who dumps it just past Sissons. He gets there in that corner, though. Stoney recovers, looking for a place to go. He comes away with it. Sissons in that high corner. Gets it to the high point. Whitecloud, the Marner on the low point. Tossed towards the middle. It gets flubbed and slowly makes its way onto a Devil's stick. And the Devils clear. Whitecloud from his own zone recovers. Stoney now on the low wall into the zone. Puck fed up ahead for Howden to chase. Behind the net, a great backhand, but it misses Marner. And you got two guys down on the ice. I am very interested to see what the fuck just happened there. By this morning, I had a few beers. After everything was done, what's the look on the Moose High 62 was on there? Nice. I'm right. Dude, I'm with you, bro. Wait to watch it. Discord, though. Yeah, dude, I even said I'm going to stream that. I've got to figure out how to do it. All right, shot and score. No, score. What? Save. Not score. I fucked up. Sorry. My brain just totally lost contact with the hockey world when we were talking about Sisu too. But yeah, Christmas Eve, man, I'm looking forward to that. I'm really like, I might even like night before hang out and watch the first one and then stream us hanging out and watching the second one. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out how I can watch in Discord but not stream the audio from the movie but be able to hear the audio. So that's gonna be like, I think I know a way to do it. It's just annoying and I don't want to do it that way. But at this point, I just want to be able to watch it with no problem. I want to be able to stream it with no problem. Oh, what is this? Season 2 of Fallout? Yep. Dude, there's actually, it's for the first time in a while, there's actually stuff I want to watch. Like I streamed the watching Penguin, the first season of Penguin. But I want to stream watching Welcome to Derry. Apparently that's really, really good. I want to see, you want to see Fallout 2? I really don't. I gotta admit, I'm not really interested in Fallout. But like I want to sit and watch dude just straight up crashed into Stony. Dude, that is bullshit. What the fuck was that? Hold on, that's Cody Glass, man. What the fuck was that from Cody Glass? Really good, but also like Walton Goggins. Yeah, I like Walton Goggins, but like I don't know, this show, like I never got my brain to be able to focus on playing the game, and then with the show I'm just like, eh. But yeah, I want to see Welcome to Derry. I want to watch Landman, the Stallone one, Tulsa Kings. There was something else I wanted to watch, but I can't remember what it was. And then like Night of the Seven Kingdom is coming out sometime in the next span of days, months, or years. I realized as I was mentioning it, I have no idea when it's supposed to come out, so that's on me. Walking to the high corner off the face-off in the Devil's Zone. Goes all the way back. Hannafin gets there first under hard pressure from Brown. He loses his stick. Big shot from the top of the low circle. Hart's able to get a glove on it. That was Siegenthaler blasting one. Saad loses it. He recovers, gets a shot on, but Allen saves it. Gets his own rebound, trying to feed the crashing Hurdle. Not able to get it through the Devil's skates. And now Dorofeyev is just sick of some shit. So he just straight grabbed old boy's neck right there. I love it. It was Siegenthaler. Now Riley Smith, as he goes back into the Vegas zone, puck touched up ahead. Siegenthaler racing back. Puts down Barbashev. You know what? Vegas needs to understand the refs are leaving the whistle in the pocket. So start fucking hitting people. Let's go. Good defensive stick there by Bowman. Puck's loose right in front of the crease. Hart lays flat. I can't tell if he has a stick or not. He does not. And Barbashev not able to get up the wall and out. Got to help your goalie out, guys. There we go. Finally, Hart's going to get some time. But it's going to be quick-lived as Allen feeds the puck up. Korzak recovers at his own blue line, goes ahead, but it is an icing. Oh, man, what a mess, dude. 9.5 minutes gone in the second period. You're at 10 minutes and 10 seconds gone in real time. Vegas getting all kinds of opportunities to score. Allen doing a fantastic job not letting it happen. But Vegas needs a little more time setting up, man. We need a little more play development, a little more cycling. My screen just went black. My computer just decided that it was tired, so it went to sleep. And I wish I was joking, but literally my computer just decided, you know what? And just went to sleep. And dude, now we're back to like a minute 20 behind. See if this feed will work for me for a brief amount of time. Nope. Yeah. No, everything was great except for it just that it just as if I told it to go to sleep, it just went to sleep. That was the damnedest thing. Puck all the way back in the Devil's zone, worked up the low boards and worked across the blue line. I can't. I want to remember this guy's name. It's Shank. Kirkshank? Is that his name? Yes. Okay, dude, that was gonna bug me forever. And then what is that? 67 Parent. Okay. White Cloud out of his own zone off the low boards. He dumps and he's going to chase down his zone. Stump in. White Cloud just bodying people. Howden bodying Parent. No, that wasn't Parent. Who was that? No, that was Parent. Okay. See, I got it right. Anyway, trying to feed it out to the center. Vegas behind the Devil's net. Puck eventually is going to bounce free and get sent all the way to the Vegas blue line. Korzak up the low boards. Pass picked off. Good play by Hughes. Good. Ooh, good defensive stick on the pass and a good defensive play at the top of the crease by Korzak. Man, I hate, I wish he would do shit like that a lot more or just stop doing shit like that because he has some great really great plays. And then he does terrible. He gets his ass kicked on the boards all day. He makes a couple terrible passes, a couple rough decisions, but then he'll go and make a couple of great defensive stops right at the top of the crease. Like, bro, I don't want to fucking like you. Or like, I really, really want to fucking like you. Just fucking pick one, please. It's the roller coaster that I don't appreciate. Huh. Like, I can't stand a motherfucker that I can barely stand. But where are we looking? I said we got about 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes to go in the second period. Shots are 10-8 Golden Knights. Dude, that's another thing. Can the NHL please get a hold of what they call shots before they put the shot up on the board? The amount of times this year alone, like this season alone, that I have been like, all right, the shots are 11-9. And then 30 seconds later, I'm like, okay, the shots are 10-8. Like, I'm just having a night. Dude, do I have burgers in the freezer? I do have burgers in the freezer, finally. Again, Costco hasn't had burgers. Went to buy. What did I go to get last night? There was something I wanted to get from Costco last night that they didn't have. That was actually a fucking bummer. Oh, but I did get ribs. So I'm thinking about doing that one of these days, is doing a stream, but also making ribs. I haven't figured out a way to call into use my phone, like FaceTime myself to have it on the computer so while I'm in the kitchen making everything up. And then just watch hockey for the rest of the time, because it's a 6-hour cook. All right, puck in neutral, 7:40 to go in the second. Let's see, 6:40 to go in real time. Reinhardt, hey, needed a chat. Right, Knights or Devils? Oh, it's Golden Knights all day. Appreciate you stopping in though. But yeah, we're Golden Knights all day, streaming out of Vegas. But right now, the guys are we're just a little bit off. Our passing is actually on the money, but Jake Allen has been fantastic at the laptop. That's true. And they played Knights 1. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And they won 3-0 last time, but things change. That's the thing we love about hockey. There is plenty of time in the game, so by no means is this one over, but they are looking a little bit better than Vegas right now. Big backhand from Tomas Hertl goes wide. Oh, sorry, that's Barbashev. I thought that was 48. That was 49. However, Barbashev loses it. Now all the way back down into the Vegas zone, up to the blue line. Hughes sends a shot right off the ankle of Ivan Barbashev. But yeah, D, you're 100% right. I didn't even think about that. I'm literally streaming off the laptop thinking, fuck, man, how am I going to do this? But you're 100% right. I can I just have everything hooked up exactly how it's hooked up right now. Dude, Barbie took a hard shot. Yeah, Wink, that shot definitely hurt. You know what? It might not have gone ankle. That might have been right off the side of the foot. Which I don't understand how they don't have more carbon fiber on the skates. Specifically over the ball of the ankle and along the outside edge. Well, along both edges, really. But I feel like there's a way to socket them so they move. But nobody's figured it out yet. All right, puck comes all the way down to Hart. He'll go behind himself to Zach Whitecloud. It's a tip, so no icing as Allen goes back up the low boards. Cotter on the low dot. Hannafin does a good job just to go right through him, but somebody just blew a tire and went face first onto the ice. Dorofeyev picking off the pass, but Hertl loses it in neutral. Hart again setting it behind his own net, this time for Hannafin. Fresh legs on for the Golden Knights. Whitecloud almost falls over again. Dude, Whitey's either got a problem with his skate or he's fucking drunk because he can't stand up right now. Good move by Hischer, but he misses the net. Marner recovers just across the baseline and goes all the way up ahead to Jack Eichel. Sorry, not Jack Eichel, Mark Stone. Jack Eichel's not here tonight. What do we got? turn it up just a touch to see 4:43 to go in the second. Out of everything that hasn't been called, we're going to call that. In my opinion, 100% into skates hit versus Siegenthaler straight up leg whipping Dorofeyev as he goes to score. I just don't get it. VGK to win. Yes, you do. No, I'm just kidding. But I need him to score 2+ goals. Woof, dude. Did you take the over or did you just take Vegas scoring 2 or more? Because, I mean, they've scored what? 3 in their last. No, they've scored 3 and 4 of their last 5 and then 4 in the other one. So it's everything would lead me to believe that 3 goals would be expected, but okay, I'm guessing you just took Vegas scoring 2 or more. Since that's what you said. Now that I'm over 1.5 total goals. You got them gals? Okay. Right on. I think I don't think Allen's gonna shut him out. However, I do think, the Devils get tired in the third. Doesn't necessarily mean Vegas will win, but I think Vegas will score at least 1 in the third. We're on the penalty kill now, so if some miracle can happen and we can get a shorty the other way, that would be wild. Hawaii raised. It's crazy. Vegas got no goals right now. I'm saying, bro. Shoot. But it's all right, man. Hey, we got a lot of hockey left. 24 minutes is a lot of hockey. I agree, though. Hey, shout out Jake Allen, because the Devils have given the Knights plenty of opportunity to score, but Jake Allen has been a monster for New Jersey in the pipe. So as much I've been calling him a bastard all game, but that's because he's been having a fantastic game. But I need to hear the goal buzzer. We need a Vegas goal huge. Devils power play has been garbage lately. Dude, I'll say when we lost Mark Stone, I knew the feeling of having the garbage power play, but now, yeah, you guys are looking rough, and I don't want to jinx it by saying this sentence, but our PK has been okay. McNabb just straight bowled over. I think that was offsides. It's all right, no stoppage, no goal. But McNabb just bowled over somebody. I'm not sure. That might have been Glass. Or it might have been Brad, actually. Brad going behind the Vegas net. Puck comes back to the point. Hughes back to Brad on the low dot. Hughes right out in the center. Shot. Looks like he hit Palat right out top. Puck back to Brad. Back to Hughes. Right up the gut. Going to the high dot. And Stoney steps in the way. Gets a stick on it. Saad breaking through 1-on-1. And a great stop again by Allen as Saad tried to go 5-hole down to the low boards. Just trying to kill some time. Devils finally come away with the puck. Palat setting up Hughes right in front of his own goalie. 35 seconds to go on the power play from the neutral zone. Devils have to reset at the blue line. Pass up ahead, and they got to reset again. Vegas not able to control the puck. Howden and Colasar making good attempts, but no control. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Cotter feeds it down to Brown. Across the blue line, chases it into the corner. Cotter just got blasted by White Cloud. Shot coming. Big save by Carter Hart. A potential trip didn't get called. And now I'm waiting for a group of Cotters going at people, which, come on, Cotter, you know better, dude. I don't care who's on the ice for the Golden Knights. Cotter ain't the one to go and fight them, dude. And I like Paul Cotter. I was pulling for him when he was with us, but go at White Cloud, dude. Go, Dude, Connor out there crying, man. Dude, how? Okay. I don't think, and like, hey, Connor's got a right to be pissed. White Cloud cross-checked the shit out of him. But that hit that Cotter just put on, I want to say that was Hannafin. If the boarding call that happened earlier against the Golden Knights was actually a boarding, which I didn't think it was, then what just happened right there was a boarding, which I don't think it was. Right? But if you're going to call one, you have to call the other, but they just decide, nah, it's only a pen. All right, Cotter is sitting in the box. I don't know. I don't think any Golden Knights are. I haven't seen them at least. But if that's the case, if I'm a Devils fan, I'd be pissed. Cotter potentially got tripped. I don't know if I would say he got tripped, but he definitely got cross-checked. Happy it's only the second period? Yeah, buddy, plenty of hockey. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Vegas on the power play. Stoney trying to get into his position, but with Eichel gone, it's a little mixed up. Shot from Marner on the blue line. Gets down to the glove of Allen. I don't know why Marner's thinking he needs to shoot that. You just started developing the play. 2:31 to go in the period, 1:48 to go on the power play. Dude, see, the game's on national television. Philly, Buffalo, Vancouver, Islanders, Penguins, Toronto, Nashville, Minnesota. Like, what are those games? Wow, that was so close. Yeah. Kills have been crap too. Hey, we did good last time against you guys, but our first power play definitely could have been better. We'll see. Like I said, special teams is huge. Marner skating right up the middle. He takes a shot. It hits something, but bounces wide. Stoney trying to get the puck out to the center, but it ends up in the high corner. Again, everybody fighting. Pesci fighting against Bowman. Stoney there to help. Puck finally makes it to the center. Dorofeyev softens it for Hurdle. Marner whips on the puck and leaves it to be taken by Hischer the other way. Thank God he missed. Mitch Marner, you fucking idiot. Mark Stone coming back into the Devil's zone. Dorofeyev down the low wall, trying to get it into the corner. He gets to the Stone behind the net, trying to feed it out front. Bowman trying to stuff it in, and Jake Allen makes the save, covers it up, and we have a stoppage. 42 seconds to go in the Golden Knights power play. Dude. I want to like Mitch Marner. I have been trying to like Mitch Marner. Everybody has told us how lucky we are to have Mitch Marner. And he is an assist machine. He can assist people scoring all day. But fuck me, he cannot handle the most basic shit. And it costs us. Another shot coming from the blue line. I don't know why we're taking these down. There's no shooting lane. There's no tipping lane. Nobody set up in front of the net. Marner goes down. No tripping. And Hannafin down to Dorofeyev. Back to Hannafin on the blue line. Top of the high circle. Shot gets stopped out high. Hurdle cannot recover the puck. It goes back to Hannafin up high. Back to the high dot. Back to Hannafin down to Dorofeyev on the low dot. Hannafin up in the middle. Top dot to Marner. Into the middle, it goes past Hurdle to Dorofeyev, but he cannot get a shot. Hannafin from the blue line down to the top dot. Shot from the center. Hurdle stopped by Allen. Puck up to the high wall. Hurdle trying to circle that high corner. 30 seconds left in the period. We are 5-on-5. Hannafin down low to Dorofeyev. Shot goes wide. Korzak at the point. He whiffs on the pass, but it's recovered. Dorofeyev gets it to Hurdle, back behind the net to Stone. Hurdle off the low boards to Hannafin. Hannafin in that low corner, up to the high corner. Stoney chasing it down. Korzak gets there first. 8 seconds. Stone from the high point across. Hannafin goes down low to Dorofeyev. He shoots, and it's knocked off. Tipped out in front of the crease. And we are at the end of the second period. Not quite able to tie it up at the end. Great opportunities on the power play. Jake Allen, number 34. That piece of shit doing a great job for the New Jersey Devils. That's a man I hate because he's not on my team. Shout out to Carter Hart keeping us in the game. But damn it, Jake Allen, you are looking good, my friend. I bet, Wink, that was an attack, man. And I loved every second of it, but it could have been better if we could just make a damn shot. Holy shit, man. A fucking one-eyed leper has a better chance of scoring than the Golden Knights. But we are here, man. It is what it is. A lot of hockey to be played. Still got 20 minutes. 420 time? It's not quite. I think I'm going to hang out for this one, Wink. Although we'll hang out and roll a cigarette while we talk, because maybe I'll sneak out right at the end. But I am trying to kill these times a little bit. There's something completely off subject to this game, but it's something I'm working on. I have been putting together a very, very, very rudimentary, basic hockey how-to for new timers that I'm going to start playing during intermissions. 300 is down to 220. Should I cash out? I never encourage anybody either way, Hawaiian, because that's when you come at me for making the wrong decision. You gambled the money, you fuck it up. Who do I think will win? Golden Knights all day, baby. There's a lot of hockey to be played. And Hawaii raised, I say that with all the love in the world, just to be clear. But I do think the Golden Knights will come back. And when the thing is, Jake Allen has been fantastic all game. Eventually, it's going to break. Eventually, I think the Golden Knights are going to be able to get one. Now, there's a lot of times where the game is looking exactly like it does now, and I have zero confidence in the Knights scoring. The reason I think the Knights will get at least one is because as great as Jake Allen has been looking, the attempts from Vegas have been really good. And so with that comes a lot more potential for that little bit of space to actually get found. Shots at 25-21 in favor of the Golden Knights. That's a lot of shots by this time for the Knights. And our third period is our best period. With that being said, New Jersey gets tired in the third. Doesn't mean we are going to pull it away and win. Doesn't mean we're going to dominate any of that shit. Noticing a pattern. New Jersey gets tired in the third. Vegas explodes in the third because our second period is usually shit. We managed to get through this second period not looking horrible except for a couple of dumb mistakes late. By Marner, by Korzak. I can't remember who messed up on the other one. But the one thing about that is you have guys going down because the ice isn't great. That causes a problem. You got to factor that in. Now, it's the same ice, but the Devils are used to playing on shit ice. Just go watch the game when we were in New Jersey. So that may have a little bit of an effect. Allen not getting as much help as he really should be getting from his team is going to have an effect. And the Devils getting tired and not being able to keep up with the speed of the Knights could potentially, especially Vegas, they have three modes. They have, hey, we're playing hockey. Then they have, motherfucker, I'm going to put you in the dirt. And then they have, try not to lose the game. They've been playing the first one. They've been playing, hey guys, this is hockey, huh? They're losing, so they can't play to not lose. So they have one option: come out and start attacking. Risk the turnovers, take the chances on the tight passing windows, try and get pucks up to ice. Be prepared to be called for icing a bunch. Be prepared for the face-off in your own territory. But take the fucking chance and go attack. Because, again, they are not going to keep up with Vegas. When the injuries start to show, yeah. And that's the big thing. And I mean, huge shout out to the Devils. I want to make that clear that when I say they're going to get tired and I think the Knights will win, in no way is that putting the Devils down, because, dude, the Devils have looked great. Now, this game could be very different as well if the refs would, if the refs didn't have their whistles in their pockets. There's been a bunch of penalties both ways that they're just ignoring. So that could be a little bit different. This is where you're seeing Jake Allen versus Markstrom. You're seeing Carter Hart versus Akira Schmid. So you're getting a lot of little things different. A couple injuries different from the last time we saw these guys. But they are playing like they lost 3-0 at home. You know what I mean? They're playing like the last game they had against Vancouver, they lost 2-1. Vegas, please score 3 goals in the third. Hey, I'm a keep it real with your brother. That is a little bit of a hope, but it is 100% possible. Oh wow, that really okay. Well, I just fucked up packing this, so it's going to be a nice short trip outside. Vegas needs to score early. It would be nice to end up with a power play. I mean, we haven't scored on the power play, but our power play looks good. So it would be nice to get another power play and score on it. If not, score within the first 6-7 minutes, make it 1-1. Vegas scores again with 8 minutes to go, make it 2-1. Vegas has the empty netter when New Jersey pulls Allen, make it 3-1. That would be the perfect finish. Vegas scores more than 2. They get you for 3. They get me with the win. We're all happy. Vegas missing any key players. William Karlsson is out. Some people will tell you that Aiden Hill is a key player, but he's the worst goalie we have on the roster, and that includes Lindbaum. So right now, William Karlsson is the big one. Oh, Jack Eichel's not playing. So yeah, we're missing a couple of guys. We're not as hurt as the Devils are, but we are missing Jack Eichel, who's a key piece of the power play. Key goal scorer, he's just a key guy. He's our fast guy. Everything about Jack Eichel is missed when he's not on the ice. So that is a big time loss for this game, but I don't know what's going on with them. I haven't done the research yet, which I'm actually going to do. I am going to take advantage of running outside and burning, getting a little lifted and motivated, and I'll come back in. So, yeah, answering your question, William Karlsson is still out, and and Shea Theodore. Even though I think that's fine, Shea Theodore has been pissing me off. But yeah, we're missing William Karlsson, Shea Theodore, and Jack Eichel. So it's funny. You mentioning that made me realize that we actually have people out, because I haven't even thought about it, dude. Like, I noticed it and I called it out earlier, but then I totally forgot. It's like, oh yeah, that's why our power play is just a little bit off. That's why our first line is just a touch slow. Oh, duh. Fucking duh. All right, I'm going to run out and burn one real quick, y'all. I'm going to put some tunes on with the BRB screen, and I'm going to try and make it like 5 minutes. I'm going to hurry up. That's why we got 0. That's exactly it, Rays. That's exactly it. And we've been close. Like I said, Stoney missing that tip in, the deflection in is the big one that's hurting us right now. All right, hey, sneak away for a minute, grab a drink, grab a snack, hit the head, whatever you got to do. And we'll come back, like I said, in a couple minutes. I'm going to hit the tunes and the BRB screen, and we'll try and get back before the start of the second period. I'll see you guys in just a minute. not gonna lie, that oof. That's gonna be it's always tough on the last leg, man. That's always comes down to the last game. But like I said, I think Vegas can pull it off. Say this, we're entering the time where the Devils have a little bit of fall off, and Vegas usually gets a little ass behind them. So hopefully we are in that situation. Too many mistakes, man. Just stupid mistakes. So no more flubbing. Wait, who's that? Oh, that's Ashley Weiss. Okay. Right on. I forgot that. I haven't seen her in a while, so I forgot that she was pregnant. Oh, nice. What's that? Looks like up by Red Rock, they got the ice rink out there. All right, y'all. Here we go. Make sure that started the first period muted, started the second period muted. I think I finally figured it out. How about that? McNabb going up the high boards. It gets flipped out, and we're right back in. Devils tripping over the blue line is Hischer. And Stoney ends up with it up ahead to Howden. He has Riley Smith with them, but a good stick sends the puck back the other way. Vegas having to reset. 8 comeback wins this season, tied 9th most in the NHL. Well, I think we're going to stay tied 9th most. White Cloud brings the puck out from behind his own net, gets it to Dorofeyev, who crosses the blue line, throws it down behind Allen, and Barbashev fighting for it. Not going to come away with it. Puck goes out into neutral, and now it's a foot race. White Cloud versus Palat. White Cloud ends up winning it and wins the battle on the board. Marner able to get it out. Barbashev has it knocked off his stick. He knocks it back ahead. Dorofeyev going in, and it's stopped by Allen on his close shot. Damn it, Jake Allen. Stop this shit. Knock it off. 2-on-2 headed the other way for New Jersey. Cotter gets it into that high corner. And we got a whistle. Looks like it went up out of play. Face off to the right of Carter Hart. That was just a great tip ahead to Dorofeyev. He had Hughes all over him. So being able to get to a forehand shot was actually wild. But Barbashev actually getting that puck right back to him at the blue line was wild. Just over a minute and a half gone in the third period. Face off won by New Jersey. From the high boards, it gets tipped on the way to Hart, but a great pad save by the Golden Knights goaltender. Hutton chasing the puck up the high boards. He gets it out, but Vegas having a really hard time transitioning through neutral. And Hutton again to Hannafin. Through neutral, he'll dump. Up into the high corner, back to the low corner. And the Devils get it back out and through neutral all the way down. Lazan chasing it under a little bit of pressure, but he gets it out. Or he gets it safe. Sorry. Hannafin to Kolasar, who will dump it into the low corner, and Hamilton is there first to get it right back into neutral. Ooh, good pressure by Lazan. Actually keeps the puck in the Devils zone. Bad forced, kind of an unforced turnover. A little pressure from Hurdle. Lazan from the low point puts it on net, fought off to the low corner by Allen. Saw it on the low board, gets it back to Lazan, who again shoots it and puts it off of Crookshank. And it's all the way back, but a quick pass ahead. Lazan trying to make a cheeky move around Hamilton, loses the puck, and Sod has it go where he is. He's trying to reset. Puck back behind Hart. Up the low boards is Hischer. He leaves it at the point. Hughes back to Hischer off the high dot, and it is stopped by Carter Hart. Back to the middle and a big block by Tomas Hertl on Hughes. Bratt to Hughes on the low board from the low point to the high corner. Whitecloud able to recover it, tries to go ahead to Hertl. Vegas gets a change. The Devils are on attack. Mercer leaves it back. And Pesci gets it on net to Carter Hart, who makes the save and covers the puck. Looks like he had a strap on the helmet knocked loose. Again, this is a goaltending battle for sure, and it has been a lot of fun to watch. But for the love of God, will Jake Allen let one go? Give me a sec. I forgot my water. I hate when I do that. .16:22 to go in the game. Face off to the left of Hart. Howden on the dot. Loses the face off. Puck sent down behind the net. Korzak goes up the wall. It's tipped out. Let's see if Vegas can actually get through neutral zone. McNabb crosses the red line. Dumps it in. Vegas will chase. Devils get there first. It's a battle in the high corner. Howden gets it through. McNabb sends it back behind the net. A little bit soft, but he had to be. Unfortunately, the Devils were ready for it. Back into neutral. Puck settled and sent back ahead. Vegas will get a change. And the Devils will do the same. Dillon from his own zone. Up ahead on the high boards, it goes all the way down. No icing. Barbashev ends up with it again across the red line, all the way up ahead to Dorofeyev. He's a little slow. Barbashev goes down on a trip. We'll just go ahead and forget about that. And Devils come back the other way. Hannafin will chase it down. Hamilton recovers on the low boards, back behind the Vegas net, up to the high wall, high point. Off a stick goes the shot and into that low corner. Hutton goes all the way across the ice to Hertl. It goes hard off his stick and he loses it. Vegas trying to reset. Looks like the Devils went for a change. Hutton from the trapezoid. Oop. Guys, can we please get through neutral? Shout out to the Devils. They actually did change something in the third. I wasn't expecting them to do that. Vegas has changed nothing. Hard battle in the high corner of the Vegas zone. Devils come away with it, send it back down the high wall, and it ends up going up and out of play. 14-13 to go in the third. Shots are 26-22 Vegas. And the boys are getting beat. Our passing has been good enough all game, and now it just looks terrible. Situational awareness is just a touch off. We're losing. Like, the Devils are just being a lot more aggressive. And the Knights, I don't know if they weren't ready for that. I don't know if they expected the Devils to be a little more passive since they're leading by one going into the third. But Vegas needs to figure out how the hell to get through neutral. Sloppy recovery off the one face-off. Off the one face-off. McNabb ends up recovering it, but Stoney cannot get it out. McNabb's going to try again. He sets it backwards and pucks up ahead as Stoney tips it in. Never mind. He did not tip it in, and it's an icing. Face off back in the Vegas zone. Good Lord, guys. Let's pretend like we're playing hockey. Like I said, they had, out of the three options, they had one that would actually do anything to get them Like they had option A, B, and C to possibly start winning. They went with G, and it wasn't even part of the conversation. Like, we're just sloppy, man. There we go. That was much better for Mark Stone. Riley Smith in. He turns up. He would have actually, he made a decision. He decided to cut across the ice into traffic. I'm not sure I would have made that same decision, but hey, I'm not a professional. Puck ends up the high boards, and it is out. Palat recovers at his own blue line to Hamilton, who feeds it ahead, and McNabb resettles. Hannafin up ahead. Sod with speed gets pushed way wide off of the puck, but we're in the zone, and Hurdle can't control the puck. One of the greatest opportunities we had, and he can't control the pass. Hurdle putting it on that. Sod trying to follow up after that, and no go. And Jake Allen just absolutely dominating the Golden Knights right now. Hurdle sets up Hannafin at the Vegas blue line, going across the ice, trying to reach Sod in the middle, and they miss. Another icing. Vegas puck going back to the Vegas zone. 12:41 to go in the third. Oh, man. Sod did what he could there. The puck was on his stick. He had to do something. I wish we would try to go elevation, but he tried to go 5-hole. Can't do much. Sod's another one that needs to score. He needs to start doing something, man. He takes the high road to get it out, trying to catch Bowman. Vegas goes for a change as New Jersey resets from their own zone. Cross neutral, dump and chase for the Devils. Into the low corner. Lazan sets up White Cloud, and now Marner's able to get it back to Lazan. Into the zone. Allen's going to send it back up to high boards, and here come the Devils the other way. Whiff on the pass, but Lazan just gave it right back to him. Dude, why does our passing look so bad? Big block there by White Cloud. Shot comes in from a hard angle from Pesci. Stopped by Carter Hart. Just under 12 minutes to go in the game. Oh my goodness, dude. What was that from Lazan? Marner, I am trying so hard to like Marner, but damn it, he is making it difficult. Everything else is just the opportunities are there. We're not scoring. Again, shout out to Jake Allen. Trying to give him as much praise as possible because he's had a fantastic game. But like Hurdle right there, if he's able to settle the puck, the net's wide open. Allen's completely out of place, but he can't. He just can't catch the pass. And I'm not even hating on Hurdle. It's just like, damn it, guys, we are so close. And yet so fucking far away to where we're just giving them opportunities back on the other side of the ice. I don't know what happened. I mean, we haven't been doing fantastic about getting through neutral, but good grief. What is going on? Been miss? Absolutely, Wink. Like that, we've had a couple of big misses this game, and that one was very unfortunate, especially this late. But y'all are getting aggressive at neutral, and you would think Vegas would expect it. You would think, or you would hope Vegas would have an answer to something like that, but it just appears they don't. They have no idea how to get through neutral. And when they do, it's one and done. We're not taking the zone, setting up, cycling, running any plays, like none of that. Damn it. Face off in the Vegas zone, won by the Devils. Hamilton, hard shot, but it hits Marner's stick, goes straight up into the air and out of play. See, like I said, I mean, everything, they're showing a bunch of the highlights right now. That one still pisses me off. Dorofeyev coming in from the low dot across, trying to get in front of the crease to shoot, and Siegenthaler just leg whips the shit out of him and takes him down. And don't get me wrong, there have been missed penalties both ways. I'm not trying to just say, oh, they're not calling it for my team. No, the officials suck, just like every game in the NHL. But the one where, as Dorofeyev scored and it's just a clear leg whip, it's like, oh, dude, work with us a little bit here. One. Okay. Spoiler alert, Carlos. I'm just kidding. Totally fine. But unfortunately, my feed's about a minute behind. So it takes forever to eventually get there. But it should get exciting here in a second. Hurdle on the dot against Hischer in the Devil's zone. Comes back to Hannafin from the low point. Goes down the low wall all the way around to Hurdle on the high boards. And the puck goes out all the way down. Hutton recovering in that high corner of the Vegas zone. Working his way out. Great pass up to Bowman, who dumps and chases. Hughes gets there first. Backhands it up the low boards. Vegas keeps it in. Hurdle goes high off of the back wall. And Hischer brings it back to neutral. Hutton over to Hannafin. Coming up the low boards. He hits the red line and dumps it. Howden down low into the corner. Riley Smith comes away with it. Trying to feed it out front. It deflects. Ends up on Howden's stick on the low boards. McNabb across the blue line. Back to McNabb. At the high point, he backhands it. Comes across to Korzak, who shoots and swallowed up by Jake Allen. 10:35 to go in the third. Shots at 29-24. Vegas. I'll say, if it is 1-1, I would expect it to be there already. Unless this thing completely just took a shit on us. Howden does not win the face-off. Puck comes out. McNabb able to get it to Riley Smith. Nope. It goes the other way. Cody Glass trying to make a move on McNabb. McNabb's going to set it back to neutral. Rest have been bad league-wide this year. No consistent game. Absolutely. And it's really not this year. It's the officials have sucked for a long time. And they do across all sports, but good Lord, the NHL refs have been unfucking believable. All right, Vegas gonna reset and get some fresh bodies on the ice. Korzak hanging out with McNabb. Ends up passing it ahead. Barbashev takes it across into the zone, feeding it all the way across. No shot on. Barbashev gets it back after the Marner wraparound. Marner looking from the high dot. Puck loose up front. It's covered by Jake Allen. It's getting exciting. It just needs to get more exciting. 9:34 to go in the game. But yeah, I've got it used to be you hated seeing a couple of refs. Now it's just, there's going to be bullshit. So, and it's funny, my dad's always like, it's going to happen. So what can you do? I can bitch and moan. That's what I can do. It's like, yeah, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to change anything, but fuck, it's the one thing that I have the ability to do when the officials suck. And man, there have been a lot of calls that are like, okay, so you didn't see anything. The fans or the bench are yelling something, so you now need to make something up to try and save face, and don't realize that you just look stupid. Can expect better? Yeah. You can absolutely expect better, but Unfortunately, the reality is the league, none of the professional sports leagues give a shit about their officials, like at all. I've said it forever, dude. There is, there are only, it's only people who have no accountability in this entire arena are the officials. Like, the players can mess up and go to the box, go or get kicked out of the game. The coaches can have problems. They could get bench technicals. Same with the managers. The fans, if they're unruly, can get kicked out of the game. The concession stand worker can get fucking fired. Everybody in that arena is accountable for their actions except for the referees. They're not allowed to be interviewed. If the players or coaches criticize them, then they get fined. These are grown adults getting paid to do a job. Any other job that you suck that bad at, you no longer get paid to do that job. It's that easy. But none of these sports leagues can get it through their head that, hey, maybe you don't have to do a public interview, but the ref should have to respond to bad calls. Maybe you start putting their, you pay them really well if their accuracy is high, and you take some of their money when their accuracy is shit. All right, enough. We're back to hockey. Orzak taking the puck back into the Vegas zone through neutral. Dorofeyev bringing it in, and a good stick slows him down. Marner down on the low baseline. A good stick from Hughes takes the puck away from him. Bratt trying to work it out. He's able to get it to Hischer. He goes all the way up to Mercer. Mercer's going to dance on the blue line, and the Devils are going to go get a change. 8:50 to go in the third. McNabb gets it up to Riley Smith, up to Howden, and Howden goes in with speed, slowed down by Dillon, and Palat comes away with it. However, Stoney in the high corner slows the puck down, not able to get it up the high wall. So there's a battle. Devils finally come away with it and go high road all the way back. Hannafin recovers, gets it to Hutton. Passed up at the head to Howden. Vegas back in. Hutton's going to go help Howden out. That's a hell of a tongue twister. Stoney on the low boards trying to work it down behind the net into the low corner. He ends up going back to the point. Big shot from the high point by Ben Hutton, stopped by Jake Allen. Cotter behind Hart. Hannafin trying to put on pressure. Puck ends up down low. Hart able to get on top of it. He gets it in his glove and it's covered up. And now who's that Nosen wanting to get a little huggy. Now Howden having a talk with Cotter. Again, I like Paul Cotter. I'm sure a lot of the boys in the locker room like Paul Cotter. But when he started getting feisty and wanting to fight, it's like, buddy, you are not the fucking one. You don't have a man on your team that would want to fight Dorofeyev. Like, you ain't the one, dude. Like, chill. Bay scores. I'm jumping in the snow. That if Vegas wins, honestly, I'm just going to be happy. That's all I got, man. I don't have any bourbon around the house. Have to try and go, I'll go get some eventually. Puck down all the way down on Hart. Lazan was not fast enough to get there. Pesci down on the low boards, feeding it to the point, but he misses everybody. Devils back behind their own goal. Hughes under pressure from Saad. But the Devils going to go all the way through neutral. That should be an icing. Dude, now this feed has actually been good for the entire game, and now we want to start buffering. 6.5 to go in the third. Dorofeyev gets the puck taken off of his stick. Good grief, guys. Glass sends it back behind Hart. Devils have it on the low boards. Palat just barely keeping it in, but Glass is completely wide open. They let him come all the way to the low dot before he takes the shot. Hart makes the glove save. 6:01 to go in the game. What are we doing? Holy shit. Maybe next time we'll open the door for them, you know. Hold their hand while they sit down. Face off to the left of Hart. Devils come away with it on the low boards, battling. Devils come away trying to backhand a quick one on Hart. Hart was ready and got a pad down. Guys falling all over the place. Ice is starting to look rough. Riley Smith through neutral. See if Vegas can actually set a little bit of presence. Hannafin at the low point. Shot by Hutton. Stopped. It hit a body. It hit Pesci out high. Pesci just took a whack at Howden. Somebody just went down for Vegas. I couldn't see who it was. I think it was Riley Smith. Very curious to see why. Oh, pass across to Hannafin. He just couldn't quite control it. He throws it on net, but everybody is there waiting. Hannafin able to keep it in at that low point. Howden on the low dot, trying to get it across. Backhand by Riley. Oh, we got a penalty. I think that was Riley Smith that tried to get the backhand on, and it just did not quite connect. Jake Allen, again, just being a brick wall. But with 5 minutes to go. Oh, yeah, he just wasn't paying attention when Hutton tried to skate after the puck. So we've got a tripping. Again, just under 5 minutes to go. In the third period, there is a little bit of life for Vegas. Would feel so much better. And the thing that bothered me about the last power play for Vegas is that Stoney wasn't down on the baseline. Could have been them just getting set, but it really should be a simple replace Bowman, or actually, I would probably put Marner in Eichel spot and Bowman in Marner spot. Keep Stoney at the baseline to the right of the goalie. Keep Dorofeyev on his favorite spot, which is the dot to the left of the goalie, and keep Hurdle right up the gut. Boom, boom. Wait now. All right. So while we're waiting, we're coming to the end. Another quick look at what happened in the hockey world today. And we'll take a look at what game we're going to hang out for tomorrow. Hey, the refs got one. Yeah, it's unfortunately for New Jersey. That was one of those that's really, really hard not to call. But the Panthers beat the Kings in Sunrise 3-2. A Mammoth beating the Red Wings in Detroit 4-1. Blues hanging on to that slim lead, beating the Jets 1-0 in St. Louis. And the Hurricanes whooping the Predators 4-1 in Nashville. Now, tomorrow we have the Oilers and the Bruins, the Blackhawks Canadians, Penguins Senators, Kings Lightning, Maple Leafs, Capitals, Wild Blue Jackets, Flyers, Sabres, Rangers, Blues, Kraken, Flame, and the Stars and the Sharks. I think I'm going to do kind of like a double watch. We're going to hang out and watch the Kings and the Lightning and the Maple Leafs and the Capitals. 4 o'clock tomorrow. Early game. And then Saturday, Sunday are back-to-backs for Vegas. So we'll figure out tomorrow. We'll figure out the Friday game, and then Saturday and Sunday we're back for Vegas. All right, 20 seconds gone on the Golden Knights power play. So far, not great. Hannafin leaving it back for Marner. Marner goes to the point. Hannafin down the low wall to Marner, and of course his pass is bullshit, but the clearing attempt is stopped by Dorofeyev. Back around the wall to Marner. Marner trying to get one to Hurdle. It's just over skated. Shot and score! Bobbled Dorofeyev! Dorofeyev on the power play. Great pass here by Mark Stone as he's leaning heavy on the stick. Goes straight across the crease. The late dive by Hischer is not enough. And from his favorite spot, Dorofeyev burns the left ear of Jake Allen. And just like I predicted, Vegas is able to put one up, and the special teams matters. I get to be loud. No one's home. For your Golden Knights, with his 14th of the season and a power play goal, number 16, Pavel Dorofeyev, with an assist from your captain, number 61, Mark Stone, and a secondary assist from number 48, Thomas Hurdle. Yay! Yay! Let's go. Hamilton into the Vegas zone, taking a shot, but he hits McNabb with the puck. Colasar recovers on the low boards, trying to skate it out. He has the puck taken by Bratt, sent low. Mercer recovers. Puck out front. It's loose right in front of Hart. But the follow-up goes wide. Bratt looking for a shot. Puck ends up in the high corner as Hischer carries it, passes it to the middle. Hamilton's shot gets stopped. And Howden is able to send it down the ice and short of an icing. 3 minutes to go in the game. Shots are 33-30 in favor of the Golden Knights. Puck down into the Vegas zone. Lazon in that high corner trying to get it up and out, but the Devils recover, send it on net, but it ends up clear. Little trip there by Cody Glass. Let's call that one incidental. I'm willing to give it to him. In neutral, bouncing puck. Nobody wants to play it. Finally, it comes out to neutral, waiting on the delayed offside. Pavel Dorofeyev with 9 power play goals, tied second most in the NHL. Dorofeyev at it again. Mitch Marner behind his own net goes up the boards to Whitecloud. And Whitecloud with the stretch pass. It gets deflected, but Dorofeyev has it skating into the middle. He gets bullied by 3 Devils, still able to come away with the puck momentarily. Goes back behind the net, and now Siegenthaler's going to send it all the way down the other way. Hannafin there first. Minute 50 to go in the third. Pass to Hutton on the high boards. He takes it out of the Vegas zone, then sets it back for Hannafin. Pass ahead to Saad as he gets it inside. Slowed down by Hischer, and the puck's going to go all the way back down. No icing. Hutton behind Hart. He'll buy a little bit of time and a little bit of space. Saad gets it at the blue line, passes it up high to Hannafin, who dumps it in. Hischer gets there first against Saad. Bowman trying to help. Battle behind the net. Saad feeds it backwards. Hurdle can't control the puck. Golden Knights clutch. Hey, it's coming. Geeked up. It's coming. That was a big goal. We got 65 seconds. I know I'm behind on the feed, so I could check and see if we made it into overtime, but I'm going to not do that. And it's killing me. It is so hard not to look right now. Puck comes down into the high corner. White Cloud able to get it up and out, but it goes into the Vegas bench. Puck's going to come back down for a face-off to the right of Carter Hart. 48 seconds to go in the game. Sod feeding that backhand. If it was just a different-handed shot. If Hurdle was just the other-handed shot, but he couldn't control. He had to reach for the pass and try to go between the legs and couldn't quite make it. So Wyatt Johnston for Dallas has 12 goals on the power play. DeBrincat has 9 for Detroit, and then 6 others are tied at 8. So Dorofeyev sneaking into that tied for second spot I like, but we got some work before we catch Wyatt Johnston, which he's been impressive, man. I don't like Dallas, but I got a lot of respect for his game. Another guy, I absolutely hate him because he's not on my team. All right, icing on the Devils, 30. Sorry, that threw me off. 30.5 seconds. And we're going to have a face-off in front of Jake Allen. Shots at 33-31 in favor of the Golden Knights. Let's get a miracle. I fucking looked. All right. So we're going to get to overtime. Again, we're going to be way behind on overtime. So if you're watching it live, just be aware we are still 30 seconds to go in the third. I may joke about spoilers, but it is what it is. No worries. But we are way behind, and this ref won't drop the damn puck. It's either the line judge, but the face-offs are in favor of the I almost said Detroit, of New Jersey, 28-20. Usually that has a little bit bigger effect, but when you're tired, hey, right on, Wink. Like I said, definitely want to give the dude having. All right, let me say. The way it used to be was having the cable, but we got rid of cable. And so being on time was a lot easier. And now the hardest thing that I deal with is not looking at the app. Because I'm always double checking names, checking stats, but I don't want to see the score. All right, we are headed to overtime. For love of God, please, guys. We don't have Eichel. I'm okay with not having Theodore. Again, Theodore, I don't want Theodore to be hurt. I don't mind that he's not on the ice for Vegas. Just like I don't want Pietrangelo to be hurt or have anything going on. I do not miss him being on the ice for Vegas. In overtime, I am going to miss Jack Eichel. We are going to miss, actually really do miss Wild Bill, William Carlson. I keep wanting to call him Colasar. I've been doing that for years. Clearly know their names, but keep calling. Oh, anyway. I don't know what to expect because again, let's think about this. We're gonna have a defenseman. We're gonna have Marner, Howden, Hennepin. Is that who we're starting out with? Yeah, dude, 3-6 in overtime, 1-3 in the shootout for a lovely 4-9. We have 9 ties. Please don't go double-digit ties. Looks like they're bringing Hischer, Mercer. And Hughes? Okay. Oh, okay. We are starting Stoney. There's Hannafin. See, I'm surprised to see Stone on the ice for 3-on-3, but without Eichel, I mean, it makes sense. So yeah, it's Hischer, Mercer, and Hughes versus Stoney, Hannafin, and I believe Howden. No. Yep, Howden. Okay. Vegas wins the opener. Hannafin's going to reset behind Hart. All right, patience, guys. Don't force dumb shots. Now, here's Howden making some moves, but you have to reset. Don't force it. There you go. Decent little break, but the opportunity didn't develop. We just had, if Eichel's in the speeds there, but Howden made a great move, and then right on the high boards, we lose it. Okay, they made a bad pass to Hischer, so Hannafin recovers. We're okay. Hannafin into the zone, carries it in, but gets pressed back. Looked like a little bit of an opportunity there. Stoney has it. He's going to exit. Marner will take it all the way back to the Vegas zone. Looks like we're getting a change. Pass all the way up ahead. Barbashev making a quick jump backhand, and it is covered. Looked like it was frozen. Ref was about to blow the whistle and then decides that we will play on. So we play on. 1:10 gone in overtime. Bratt in the Vegas zone. He cycles back towards the blue line, makes a little cut. Oh, he's got a lot of space. Korzak recovers and presses him around the back of the net. Back to the blue line. Hamilton feeding it down to the high dot. Back to Bratt. Top of the high circle. He shoots and it hits. Who's that? Korzak standing right in front of him. Barbashev leaves it back for Marner behind the Vegas net. Block shots are 17-9 in favor of Vegas. I'd love to see it. Don't see that often, leading that like that since Martinez left. Great little play by Riley Smith. Gets held up by Hughes. And then Riley Smith gets tripped behind the play. Cotter across the blue line. Pass it across. Hughes shoots, but Hart is able to catch it and freeze it. 2:47 to go in overtime. Oh, man. A great pass over to Hughes, and Hughes tried to go. It looked like he tried to go under the elbow, but the Hart able to drop on it. Barbashev again, decent opportunity. Not a great chance to get it past Allen, but a good opportunity. A little stutter step, trying to backhand it. Damn it, the Devils goalie is good. Oh, who's that? Hischer just ate shit. You got a 2-on-1 the other way. Hurdle shoots. Stopped by Allen. Now the puck's going to go back. Hannafin is the 2-on-1 as Bratt lines up and he shoots. Stopped by the blocker of Carter Hart. And the puck will come back out to neutral. Good grief, man. A little bit of puck luck for the guys in gold, hey? Hischer brings it across the blue line, leaves it up towards the point. It's sent back to the blue line, kept in by Hamilton. He shoots. He is handcuffed on it, but pad save by Carter Hart. And now we're going to go for a little pass trying to break Mark Stone. I'm not sure I'm 100% about what's the call? What's the call? Mercer going to the box. 4-on-3 for the Golden Knights. Let's see it. Oh, yeah, he's got his right. He smashed his Stoney's fingers, and that stick is right on his hands. Unbelievable that these refs would make that call in this game. Of course, I'm jumping up and down because it's in favor of Vegas. It was a penalty. He absolutely got him on the hands. Like it or not, he went right to his hands. However, the fact that they called this in this game when they have called almost nothing in overtime, 2 minutes to go in overtime, that is nuts. Face off to the right of Allen, won by Vegas. Stoney gets it to Marner. Everybody's on their spots. Stoney down low, Marner up top. Dorofeyev shoots from the top of the high circle, stopped by Allen. Dorofeyev in the low point, trying to buy some space. He goes to Marner. Top of the high circle. Stoney on the baseline, hurdle out in front. Stoney's going to carry it behind the net. Looking for an angle, he goes back to Marner. Dorofeyev's up high. Marner to Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev looking. He's got no space. He's going to get back to Marner on the high dot. Shot. Misses the net and ends up and out of play. Minute 14 to go in overtime. A minute 21 to go in the Vegas 4-on-3. Oh, Marner hit a post. I thought he got stopped by Allen, but he hit a post. Right on the corner. All right, we got this. Now the rest want to make. That's what I'm saying, Wink. That's what I'm saying. What is going on with these guys? Like, yeah, I'd be bitching if they didn't call it. But I have no complaints about Devils fans bitching about it because what? Marner comes right back in after the New Jersey clear. We are under 60 seconds. Down to the baseline, Stoney looking up to Dorofeyev back behind the Stoney, back to Dorofeyev on the dot. Good stick, knocks it away. Dorofeyev has it. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Barbashev, but that's not right. Marner shoots. Stopped by Allen. Stoney has it behind the net. Marner up high. Hurdle shoots and hits Allen right in the crease, or right in the crest. Dorofeyev across to Marner. Stoney up front. It hits the post, but it doesn't go in. Good grief. Just a little bit of puck luck. Dorofeyev looking. It ends up hitting a stick, and they're going to call it up and out of play. 4.1 seconds to go in the overtime. And the Devils penalty kill, able to hold off a 4-on-3. Good stick by Allen. Kept his pads down, and he was in the right position. Little bit of holding the stick there by Siegenthaler, but it's all right. Powder bottle. Yeah. Hey, those moments, I try to save those moments for playoffs. But that's why I take the time to burn and eat gummies and all that shit, so I can sit here and have fun, even though this is unreal that we're going to another shootout. We are 4 and 9. So we're 4 for 13 in overtime, and we're getting ready to go to a shootout. Dude, overtime sucks when you're a Golden Knights fan. It's supposed to be a happy time. Like, hey, at least you didn't lose. Let's go get them, guys. And it's like, shit. This is where it's nice to have a glass of bourbon poured. Take a little bit of the bite away. But here we go. Hey, 40 shots on goal for the Golden Knights, and Jake Allen has stopped 39. That is impressive as hell. Now, likewise, 33 shots on net for New Jersey, and Carter Hart has stopped 32. Enjoy a 3-on-3. Yeah, 3-on-3 is a lot of fun. I I love 5-on-5 golden goal. That will always be my favorite. But it could be because it's attached to playoffs and it's just, dude, golden goal in the playoffs is just, there's nothing like it. But I do enjoy it 3-on-3. All right, y'all. Here we go. Shootout coming. Or so I thought. Everybody's still standing around. Let's get this shit over with. Okay. See, and it's funny. I had Vegas winning this until we went to overtime. But it's all right. We got this. We just need a couple of guys that had zero ability to score against this goalie to go ahead and score against this goalie. Well, I guess not zero ability. They got one in. All right, here we go. Paul Cotter against his former team. Right up the gut, couple little fakes, and he goes wide. Stopped by Carter Hart. He went for a little stick wiggle above the pick, and Hart was watching the puck the whole time. Just no fear. I really enjoy, dude. His shoulders don't turn first. Or his head doesn't turn first. His shoulders are always guiding him. Dorofeyev walking up and put right into the glove of Jake Allen. All right, guys, let's. Everybody has trickery, and we kind of just go straight at the goalie, and yet we can't figure out why we're 30% on the shootout. We're 25% on the shootout. Rat, and he backhands it over the glove side of Carter Hart. He had Hart leaning forward, had his shoulders low, and he just went right over the glove. I mean, Hart was way out. Oh, look how wide open that corner was. Just a little bit of not realizing where his place was in the crease. Mark Stone across the blue line from the low dot. Puts it straight into the glove of Jake Allen. Hey, guess what, guys? If a goalie has his glove sitting here and you throw it right there, that's not the right net. Great job, Jake Allen, 100%. I have said it all game. But guys, what are we doing? Here comes Hamilton from the low boards across the dot to the center. And a pad save by Hart. So here we go. This is it. Who are we going to have? Dun, 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 Mitch Marner. Surprised me, Mitch. Right up the middle. He makes a couple of dekes and then he kicks it in. He fucking kicked in the goal. What? I hate Mitch Marner so fucking much. Just another trade Canada fucked us in. I hate Mitch Marner. So I'm trying so hard to like him. Is it a kicking motion? Let's see. That is not a distinct kicking motion. Hold up. GG's Wink, but that is not a distinct kicking motion. So why is that? Is it because he made the initial stop so it doesn't matter? Is that what it is? Like I'm genuinely trying to because that definitely wasn't a kick into the net. It doesn't matter. Hey, GG's Wink, you're 100% right. Good game. But I've never seen that out on a shootout, so I don't know. Like, is it since the initial? Yeah, Trevor, it did. But is it since the initial attempt was stopped and it's essentially a second hit when it hits his skate that it doesn't count? Because that would make sense to me. But like I said, I've never seen that out on a shootout. But there we go. We are triple digits in the tie column. Like, I'm gonna give a lot of credit for the lines and for the forwards and the defensemen for New Jersey, but bro, that was like a career game for Jake Allen. Like, that's one that you remember for a long time. You come back after your partner Markstrom lost 3-0, and you go into at home, and then you go into Vegas to beat them in a shootout after stopping 40 shot attempts. Sorry. After stopping 39 of 40 shot attempts. That is an impressive job for the New Jersey goaltender. I have nothing bad to say except you are a bastard. I hate you, you asshole. Congratulations. Fantastic game. It was a lot of fun to watch. Other than that, I got nothing to say. Carter Hart, again, I really like the dude. I really like him between the pipes. Goodbye, Aiden Hill. If we can keep Lindbaum and Henderson and have Schmidt and Hart being 1 and 2, or go Hart and Schmidt 1 and 2, dude, we're gonna be okay. Now again, not that Theodore would have particularly helped. Lazon didn't hurt nor help. It was kind of mutual with whether he was in or Theodore was in. So I don't really feel a whole lot of loss there, but Eichel not being in killed us, especially on the power play. We went 1 for 3, 1 for 4. Eichel on the power play is a totally different game because Bowman is fine where Stoney is. They shouldn't have had, like, Stoney needs to be on the baseline. Bowman doesn't know how to do anything except take Stone's place in the power play. So that's something they got to work on. Needed. I think it is the stop and you can't rebound, not a kick. Okay, see, Wink, that makes total sense to me. Like I said, I was animated at first, but thinking it through, that absolutely does make sense. Son of a bitch, but hey, it is what it is. You know, I'm not mad. It's not, again, I talk about this with my pops all the time. We don't need to go on any crazy win streaks. We don't need to go losing games. So the fact that we've at least tied, and you know, that's huge. We're getting the points. We're getting points where it counts without, like, while being in this weird slump, missing a couple players. Totally cool with that. We can survive that. Limp our way through, maybe another win. Get 2 more points, hopefully at least 3 more points with the back-to-back on Saturday, Sunday. Limp our way through Christmas, come back, just stay at 600, stay at 650. And then once we come back for the Olympics, that's where we need our streaks to start building, and we need to start having 3, 4, 5 back-to-back wins. Getting down to the last 15 games of the season. That's where we got to start streaking, really getting goals. I think the last 6 games, 5 of those games we scored 3. One of them we scored 4. So this is the first game in a while that we had a problem scoring. It's not by a lack of chance. And out of that 40, probably 15 were really, really good opportunities, and goaltender was good. Yeah, no complaints. A little bit, disappointed in Mitch Marner. I am so fucking Mitch Marner. I don't like Mitch Marner. I am trying so hard. Oh, I really am, dude. And he, like I said, he is an assist machine. He is awesome for that. When he is on point, he is on point. The problem is we can't sit around all fucking game for him to decide that he wants to be on point. I get why you got rid of him, Toronto. Why did it's funny, I was hesitant about Marner, and Pop's like, nah, give him a chance. Like, he could be really good for us. And again, there are times where he is really good for us. But damn it, dude. How do you leave the puck sitting still at the blue line? Thank goodness Hart stopped it, but good grief, y'all. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me. I said, not the most disappointing loss we've suffered. We got the 1 point, we got the tie, so it's okay. We can deal from here. But we're going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to kind of be going back and forth looking at the Kings and the Lightning, because that should be a physical game. If you like fast-paced, hard-hitting hockey, that's going to be a fun one to watch. The late game tomorrow may be pretty good too. Is it Dallas and San Jose? Yeah, Dallas and San Jose, the 7:00 game may be a great one to check in on. So don't know if I'm going to do a double header, but there's a possibility just because I don't expect that much going on tomorrow night. But we are going to be here at 4:00 for, like I said, a little bit of a double watch. It's going to be the Kings in Tampa against the Lightning, and it's going to be the Maple Leafs in Washington against the Capitals. But hey, I appreciate you hanging out with me, Wink. Like, always good conversation, always little tidbits here and there that keep the conversation, at least keep me talking. So I greatly appreciate you, man. Hey, have a good night, buddy. Again, I will be here tomorrow. Plan on at least one game tomorrow, at least one game Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday we have Golden Knight back-to-backs. So late games on the weekend, 4:00 tomorrow. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Subs, likes, all that good stuff. Just keep an eye out for when we're going live, and of course you'll see all the time. So much appreciate all of you. Wink, Jesus, Trevor, Geeked Up, everybody hanging out with me. Much love. I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon. Good night, everybody.